This is Halftime with the Playmakers, your midweek partner with the live show The Playmakers, aired on WANM-FM 90.5 on Saturday from 12:30 to 2 p.m. And I'm your host, Wes from the 904, Duval in the building, baby. We got some great topics for you. We're going to talk FAMU basketball, women's and men's. We're going to be talking some off-season happenings in the NFL, college basketball, and the NBA. Fellas, introduce yourselves.
What's going on, y'all? It's the kid from 615 Nashville, Cashville, Tennessee. It's Austin Case.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy JB the King. We back here with the Playmakers.
Yo, it's your boy Chili Willing, tuning back in with y'all from the 312 Chicago, Illinois.
What's up, y'all? It's Flo West Finest, Kaji Latiker, repping the Crooked Letter Place, 601 Magnolia State.
Fellas, we're talking FAMU men's basketball. We just took a big dub over Alcorn, 86-78. How are we feeling about our men's basketball team? This is another win in the books.
Yeah, for me, I feel like usually win or loss, you can kind of usually tell what the game is going to look like for the Rattlers just based off of shooting splits. It's a game where we went out there and shot 47% from the floor and 43% from three. And I feel like whenever we're doing that, whenever we're dialed in just like a shooting aspect, whenever we're not ice cold, usually we do end up staying in games, competing, and ultimately winning them. It's just we've had too many games, like way too many games where we've just been ice cold shooting and have not been able to make shots. And that's usually when we end up losing games.
Yeah, I think overall it was a balanced effort, and like Austin said, a decent shooting outing. And I like that, you know, the scoring was kind of spread out with everybody. Pretty much everybody that got minutes was either at double digits or almost at double digits with 9 points. At the end of the day, this is what we expected, or at least I would hope it is what we expect, is to be Alcorn. Alcorn is at the bottom of the SWAC standings. And so this is a good win away from home, because away wins aren't guaranteed.
That's what I was about to say. It's a good job that we got an away win. We are 3-11 when we're on the road, which is not, where we want it to be at. I think we're at an interesting position in the SWAC because there's so many teams tied for second right now, 8-5, 8-5, 8-5, and then 7-6. Where we are, so we're still in contention. We have 5 more games left, I believe, so we can build some momentum here. I feel like this is a very important stretch. Of course, we've had some downs in the past couple weeks, but I think this win can start something like just momentum as we go into the tournament.
Willie?
Yeah, I completely agree with everyone said, especially on Austin's point about shooting consistently. I feel like one of the biggest problems that FAMU has consistently had is having games where they are just in complete slumps and also not capitalizing on runs. So if we're able to shoot consistently, I think that things will go better for the Rattlers, especially in this next game. They have a difficult opponent against Alabama A&M, so I feel like they're going to have to really be locked in, and they can't have bad shooting slumps or it's going to get ugly.
Yeah, we are in the middle of the SWAC. Like, we're 7-6. TSU is behind us at 7-6 because I do believe we have a win over them. Alabama and A&M is 7-5, and so a win over them would do wonders for us in the rankings, boost us up a little bit, take us out a little bit of purgatory. A couple conference wins and then going into the tournament would do us a lot of good.
I'll just say this before we move on from the men's team. This is the first year where the SWAC tournament is going to consist of every team in the tournament, and a big thing that could help the Rattlers going forward into the tournament is finishing the regular season in the top 4 positions. What that'll do for us is that's going to give us a double bye in the tournament and not make us play a game until, I believe, the quarterfinals, as opposed to if you finish in the 5 through 8 range, I believe it is, you got to play at least one extra game, or you have to play one extra game, and then if you finish in the bottom 4 positions in the conference, you got to play 2 extra games just to get already to that quarterfinal game that the top 4 seeds start in.
Yeah, so these last few games are a very big deal, in SWAC play because we're so close to the top. It's a very tight race.
It's super.
BC is leading everybody at 10-3, but 7-6 isn't too far back. A string of wins, especially against the competition like Alabama A&M, is our next game. Will take us, to a better seeding position, which will do wonders. And a deep run in the SWAC tournament, would be great for the school. Michael Trim Jr., who's not on the pod right now, says we're going to the dance, so what a thing to look forward to. But moving over to the women's side of basketball, we're on a 2-game losing streak. We're 6-7 in the conference, which isn't terrible. How do we feel about the women's? It's very, very stark difference from the men.
Well, I just want to say that, this loss against Jackson State is not a good loss. Well, there's no, if you ask me, it's no such thing as a good loss. But this is a team that we beat earlier in the season, and they simply got to get back on their home floor. But Jackson State isn't necessarily a good team in the SWAC this year. Historically they have been, but this year not so much. And these are the games that you have to win if you want to get somewhere in SWAC competition, because the next two games for our women's team is Alabama A&M, Alabama State, and Southern. Alabama A&M and Southern are two of the three best teams in the SWAC.
Absolutely.
And Alabama State is no slouch either. So this was a game that they had to get. And they honestly, we could see the women's team go on a losing streak to end this season,
which would absolutely, tank our positioning in SWAC's play. But, a couple upset wins would skyrocket us, because it's similar to the men's, where the middle of the pack is all tied up. Jackson State is 6-7, Arkansas Pine Bluff is 6-7, Grambling 6-6. So if we win a few games, we're all of a sudden we're fifth, maybe fall into fourth. It's a bunch of different positioning going to the tournament. And like Kason was saying, positioning is everything. You don't have to play as many games. You don't, people get knocked out in the first round all the time. March is crazy, man. Upsets happen all the time. All of a sudden you're playing a not so good team in the third round. Like that does wonders. So
yeah, I agree with you. We need to find a way to come up with some upset victories, Wes, going down the stretch of the season. I do think that the 4 seed is a little bit not even a little bit. The 4 seed is out of reach.
Yeah.
It's out of reach by now.
Let's try to be positive.
We got 5 games left, and we're 3 games out of the 4th place position. I don't think that we're going to be able to make up that much ground. Just too much help we'd have to have. But yeah, like you said, we're in a really bad position right now as far as the ladies team goes. It just seemed like over the course of the SWAC season, we've actually been taking steps back, or maybe it's just the fact that other teams are taking steps forward when we're not. I had a chance to talk to Coach Gordon after the last home game, which was 2 Saturdays ago, and she was really excited about this road trip that they were about to take to Mississippi to play Alcorn and Jackson State. You go out there, and she was excited for nothing, like to take 2 L's. and it's really unfortunate, because, I mean, it's not like these are games where she shouldn't have been excited to play either. Like we said earlier, you beat Jackson State the time before. The game against Alcorn the first time, you lost by 13, but it still, you usually think, you see a team and it's a close-ish game the first time. You're excited to see them again, and you go out there and you take 2 L's, and those teams show you that they're only getting better over time. And like we said, rough schedule down the stretch. I just hope that we can kind of keep our grounds headed into the SWAC tournament.
Well, one thing I want to point out is I'm not always up to date on injuries with our women's basketball team, but I'm looking at the box score of the Jackson State game, and our star point guard didn't put up anything. Did she play?
She didn't play. You're talking about
concussion.
Yeah, she got a concussion. See, that's the big issue, because this is a terrible time to have an injury to our star point guard. She's the engine of the offense. When she doesn't create or when she doesn't score points, our team is much worse.
No, yeah, I was just saying, speaking on that point, I remember talking with Gordon earlier in the season, and he said one of the problems is they've never really had consistency with any lineups. They keep switching things around, and so I think that this obviously affecting them, especially when it comes to different game plans they want to execute, because when you don't have one of your main players, because when I was watching the game, I remember Purifoy had the ball literally about 50-60% of every possession. So not having a person that operates the ball, the main person that's making things happen, and you can tell there's not no really little flow with the offense for real. So I just think that's that's really hurting them a lot. You could tell by, again, like we said earlier on the show on Saturday, that this was a very winnable game, and they had to win this game because it was a momentum game. So like you said, these next 3 games are going to be really hard. So I feel like this game is really going to set them back. And now coming in with no momentum against 2-3 really hard teams.
Yeah, with Purefoy going out, though, I still had some faith in the team, because Ellington has came back from injury. She's our freshman guard who plays a lot when she's healthy. The last 4 games, she's played more than 35 minutes. But the problem with her is she shoots the ball so poorly from the field. Only shooting 27% from the field on the season, and she's shooting the ball more than 10 times a game over the last 4. And when you're shooting the ball that low field goal percentage and you're shooting that many times, it's almost like you'd probably rather you just pass.
I've been to a couple games that were earlier in the season. It might have been last semester, but I did see Ellington play. And when I tell you she should have been on the bench a couple times I was seeing some shots where I'm just like,
it's rough.
It's the 4th quarter you're in and you're taking this shot.
The bag is there. It's just the shot making ability is.
The shots didn't see the rim sometimes, man. Like I was sitting there like, hey, coach, do something. But that's it for our FAMU basketball segment. To transition over to the NFL, we're going to be talking some offseason moves. We're going to be specifically talking about 8-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro, Super Bowl champ, Tyreek Hill, who was just released by the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
And what we really want to talk about is, even though he's a little older, he's 31, he'll be 32 by the time the season starts. He's a very valuable receiver. He was injured last season, but the season before, I think he led the league in receiving. Did he have?
He had 2 seasons with the Dolphins where he had more than 1,700 passing yards.
And that's with Tua.
He was an all-pro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he had 1,800 scrimmage yards in 2023. 2024, he didn't have as much, but like 1,800 yards 2 years ago.
Yeah,
That's very valuable. He's been a great player everywhere he's been. He's a Super Bowl champion.
yeah, but he did, break everything in his leg.
He did. He has a how bad injury.
And how old is he? He got to be like 32.
He's 31, and he'll be 32 by
31?
the season starts.
Oh, he's still in his prime now. He good.
But
though.
He's still in his prime.
Is he coming back? Is he coming back this season though?
He can still
Or
do what he
next-
does.
He should be back.
I don't know. That injury was bad. I remember watching that, bro.
He broke his leg, correct? Like he tore some stuff, but he also broke his leg. But he tore it in the beginning of the season. He played 4 games.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, maybe not by the beginning of the season, but he got to be back.
I'm not gonna rush it. At the end of the day, I'm still Tyreek Hill, and people are gonna sign Tyreek Hill off of name. And I mean, obviously he's an amazing receiver, but even if he does come back washed, people don't need to know that he's washed. So I wouldn't come back too soon. I would say just go through your rehab, and whoever wants to sign you is gonna sign you.
Okay. But
Yeah.
now we have to decide what teams are the best landing spots for him. And I have a couple in my mind, but I want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah, he's going home.
Oh, wow.
Going back to where he won that Super Bowl, going back to Kansas City. I think it just makes too much
Does
sense.
they have money for that?
Well, the hope is that he takes a team favorable deal.
I mean, a team favorable deal is one thing, but it's
Do
like
they have money?
a team favorable. No, that was a legitimate question.
I think it's completely up to Tyreek Hill and what he wants to do.
I don't see him taking like anywhere near a veteran's minimum. Now, even if he takes
No,
a pay
not no
cut,
minimum. Definitely not.
even if he takes a pay cut, I'm not sure.
I don't even know if he take a pay
I believe
cut. I
they're
just
over
feel
the
like
cap.
it'd be I feel like it'd be a shorter deal, like a 2-year deal or something like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they sign him to a 1-year, like,
Ooh, the Chiefs have
Yeah, I would do
no
that
cap
too.
space.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
No-
That's the reason why they kind of parted with him, because they knew they weren't going to be able to pay him.
yeah, but he's gone and he made his
Cap
money. That
space
was
is
the whole
fake.
reason he went to Miami,
He's
because they
gone.
paid him a whole lot of money.
So
He won a Super Bowl when he was young,
Yeah.
and he was like, I want to get paid. He went and got paid. He was the best receiver in the league, and then he got injured. Now he's a little bit older. Now what's his goal? Does he want to win that ring? Does he
Hey.
want to win that? You want to go out on top?
I'm not gonna lie. I put up the cap space for next year.
Yep.
I like
He's at the top.
Not your team. I like the Chargers, man. I mean, he was just with Mike McDaniel in Miami for a couple years, where he had, like we mentioned, great seasons.
I'm not
They were
sure.
on my list.
You got
The
Justin
Chargers were on
Herbert
my
over
list.
there.
Would he want to go play with Mike McDonald again?
I don't know their relationship. That's
Mike
why-
I think so.
I don't think
McDaniel,
Mike McDaniel. Excuse me.
I think he would love to go play because he's the focal point of his offense.
Mm-hmm.
Mike,
He had his best
gets
years
all
with
his
him.
touches from Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel will scheme up him to get his touches.
Okay.
And they have Vlad, so he can't get doubled. And they have
And they
Quentin
have Justin,
Johnson.
and they have a clear upgrade in QB.
Is it clear?
Yes, yes,
super
like
Justin
clear.
Herbert and Tua?
It's
Hey,
very
bro,
clear.
Justin
Yeah.
Herbert.
Tua's close to out of the league.
It's clear. You're right. But Justin Herbert ain't like.
Once Tua's
They were
contract
talking
up,
about-
we'll see him at Best Buy.
I saw some reports today talking about Malik Willis could be the next quarterback of the Miami Dolphins. Like,
That's not bad.
Malik Willis
It's
might
not
be
bad.
nice, bro.
I don't know that. Yeah, I mean, he'd definitely be a bridge quarterback, kind of waiting until they get their.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
Maybe
somebody in
get him on a prove it deal, and if he proves it, keep him.
Hey, I'm not mad at it. I
like
love
the
Malik
Chargers.
Willis. I wish that he had won the job over Will Levis. That led to us
Man.
getting the best quarterback in the
Best
league.
memes I've
They
ever
said
seen.
they said send Tyreek Hill to Tennessee.
Yeah.
that's where all the watch.
Yo, it's written, bro.
That's where all the wide
Okay, I was
receivers
gonna
go.
Let's
Let's
get
not
there.
ruin his career.
Wait, come on, let me get there.
I mean,
The writing is on the
Robert-
wall.
to be clear,
No, it's not.
he said Nashville, Cashville. That means he's a Titans fan. So
Okay,
like
and
this seems a little homophobic.
Yeah.
But we have the most money in the NFL.
Yeah.
We got a very young quarterback, very young and capable quarterback.
Yes.
We're in the market for a new wide receiver one. We don't have receivers right now.
But no one wants to play there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who wants to
I
play
would
Tyreek?
not.
If
wanna
we-
be
They got a new
bro.
stadium.
It's going.
Don't care.
No, we still got another year before that opens.
And y'all don't even have it yet.
He's 31 or 32.
Yeah, he'll
gonna
be 32
wanna
when
We have the. I mean, we have the. We have the most money. So if there's anybody that's able to go ahead and put in a pitch for Tyreek Hill,
Oh,
It's
a
us.
pitch? Yeah.
Yeah, you
y'all
can put it in
get a
a
little
pitch.
foot in the
But
door.
I'd rather take $8 million from an okay team and make them a great team than take
I don't know.
$30 million.
Year
from
2,
a
Cam Ward
terrible
could be
team.
electric. Cam Ward has shown
He will be electric.
Cam Ward got better week to week to week
He
to
will
week.
be the best quarterback on a terrible team.
We talked
he will
about
be
these-
so fun to watch to lose by 20.
We talked about these 1 year prove it deals. What if Tyreek Hill gets his 1 year prove it deal with Tennessee, goes and both him and Cam Ward just get their stats off, and then Tyreek Hill can go elsewhere wherever he wants to go on whatever.
Hey, I'm telling you
What's
right
the
now,
point of him doing
Tyreek
that,
Hill is
though?
not going to the Titans.
Yeah,
Like,
why would he do
Yeah,
that?
no,
is
he's
not
not
happening.
going.
This is-
Why? My pick, one of my picks is the San Francisco 49ers.
yeah,
They need their offensive weapons because their whole team is injured.
all the time.
And Jawan Jennings is a free agent. Brandon Ayuk won't play for them ever again. They just have disagreements. They signed him to a contract he didn't want to play.
Yeah.
So Brandon Ayuk, I don't know how they're going to deal with it. I don't know if they're just going to waive him. I don't know if they're going to trade him, but he will not be a 49er. And George Kittle will probably be injured to start the season. You need someone on offense besides Christian McCaffrey. And then you've got a great offensive mind in Kyle Shanahan.
I like it.
I think, and they have cap space. They have $41 million, and I don't think he's gonna command, $41 million. I don't think it's gonna be like 2 years, $41 million. If they're like, hey, you're coming off an injury, we'll give you 1 year, $15 million. I think he goes.
I can see that.
Another
bro.
question. Would he go to the Raiders?
That's what I was just finna. That's the team I was gonna say. No, listen,
No, but here's the
y'all
thing,
gotta
though.
think
It's
about
the
it
It's the
though.
same as the Titans.
No, it's not.
The Raiders are in
It's
a
for
better.
Fernando
The
Mendoza.
Raiders got
Y'all
think-
Gentry, they got Bowers, they have no wide receivers
Y'all think
at
that's
all.
better than the Tennessee Titans right now?
Yes.
No,
you
it's
think
the
going out
same.
They
there?
have-
You think going out there playing Fernando Mendoza is better than?
It's not about- it's not
Don't
about-
they
it's
have
not
more
about
weapons?
Mendoza.
They just have more
No, it's-
weapons.
They do have more
They have more
weapons though.
weapons.
And it's in Vegas. I mean,
It is in Vegas.
Vegas?
But
Does that matter?
I'd rather live in Nashville, but I'm sure NFL players would rather live in Vegas. And the Raiders just have like this aura. It's a kind of a stinky aura, but if you ask me, but it's a little bit of like
a stinky aura or a sticky aura.
yeah. I mean the Raiders have been trashed since the early 2000s, but
Yeah.
I mean they're still the Raiders. I feel like
Shout out Rich Gannon.
The Raiders have a brand. The Raiders have a brand. They've always been in a location where it's warm with palm trees. I don't think Nevada has a state income tax. So Tyreek Hill can, again, like Antonio Brown did, he can just go to the Raiders, get his stats, get his money, and he can help mold Fernando Mendoza into being a good NFL
I just
quarterback.
really think he still wants to win. And I said it a couple months ago when the Patriots were doing really good by the trade deadline that they should go and make a move for their star wide receiver. I think Tyreek
Have
Hill
a
to the
star wide
Patriots.
receiver.
Well,
Who?
another team.
Who?
Stephon Diggs.
The guy who's about to get locked up?
He's not getting locked up.
He's not.
Let's be serious.
Didn't he already get proven?
I don't know about
innocent?
that,
Didn't he
yeah.
already get proven innocent?
No. Did he?
Yeah.
No, he did not get proven.
I don't think he
innocent.
did.
Yeah.
I thought he was. I thought that was the whole thing on his charge.
He
On
might
that
think
one?
he's innocent, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought.
But regardless, they still have a lot of cap space, and they just made it to the Super Bowl. They still need a wide receiver, in my opinion. I think that fits.
I don't know. I mean, I think if he goes for winning, I mean, I know it's another team that does have good cap space, but another team that could really use him is the Bills. I mean, again, you go with Josh Allen. They have no wide receivers either, and then it's like he'll know that he'll be in a good system where he has it depends really what he wants to do. You already went for the money take, and you seen what it's not gonna work for you. So I'd rather just go back to. You're gonna have to take a cut regardless if you go to the Chiefs or the Bills, but you know that you could do something with the Chiefs or the Bills. So.
I don't know if you could go to the Bills. Like you could.
He can.
He can.
He can't. I mean, I don't know.
It's gonna be a pick.
I want to like.
said the Ravens.
Huh?
I'm tired of
Ravens.
mocking wide
Yeah,
receivers to the
Lamar,
Ravens.
bro. Come on, bro.
It's just never
bro.
gonna happen.
Don't talk about the Ravens like that, JB. Hold on.
Come on, bro.
Hold on. Don't talk about them like that, man.
Honestly, I think a
We
team
don't have the money. We have no money. We have no money.
Y'all
We're
are
trying
good,
to
bro.
resign
Just win,
people.
bro. Y'all don't need nobody else. Bro.
Yeah, no, we just need to win. Shout out Jesse Mentor, bro. Please.
Other than the Ravens, I could see Dallas too. They might lose George Pickens in the offseason. But
Because at that point, just pay George. I mean, of course,
Yeah,
Tyreek
just
Hill is
pay
better,
George Pickens.
but
just pay George Pickens.
what if somebody else pays George Pickens more than
I mean, yeah, then, but I would just try to keep him.
No, because even still, I feel like then they'd be in a situation like the Bengals, where all their money is spent on offense and their defense.
Well,
sucks.
that's what they do. That's like the Jerry. He like keeps the flashy offensive players, and they have no defense.
right? I mean, obviously, I don't think
He tries to
winning.
draft the defense. Have you noticed that? Like he drafts a player and they end up being terrible.
It is Jerry Jones.
Yeah, he's like this D tackle from NC State is gonna be great, and he's not. But listen, man, Tyreek Hill, I would love to see where he goes. This is going to be the biggest story of the offseason whenever he gets signed. But we're going to move over to this new segment I've been planning for a little while. I'm calling it Reload or Rebuild. We're going to be doing the first pick just this week. We might do more picks. It's just going to be the first pick for the first 3 teams in the NFL draft. Who would you take if you're the Las Vegas Raiders with the number 1 overall pick?
Yeah, Raiders take Mendoza.
Raiders take Mendoza?
I'm in agreement.
Yeah,
I think that's
I think you have
Yes. Everyone taking Mendoza.
Yes.
Wes, do you agree?
I mean, logically or not logically, what I think they will do, I think they will take Mendoza. What I would do is not take Mendoza.
Really?
I agree with Wes.
I
Why not?
would
Would you
trade back
Yeah.
and get some. They're in a quarterback just like death trap. It's terrible to get a rookie quarterback and put him in the Raiders situation.
Is it a crazy situation though for the Raiders?
not
I feel
that bad.
Terrible
Their
situation.
offense
I mean, we
ain't
already, yeah, exactly. We already said they have Genty, they have Brock Bowers, they have Clint Kubiak coming in from the Seahawks, who looks like he was a great offensive coordinator, and so
I would rather, trade back and fill out that O-line. That O-line is terrible. Geno Smith is bad. He isn't as bad as he looked on the Raiders. We saw him on the Seahawks.
So you do
be
that.
Not that bad.
You do that, but then what's next? They're still going to be looking for a quarterback of the future.
Well,
next
listen.
year.
So we trade back. Whoever wants Mendoza can have him. But then we fill out that O-line. Maybe we use maybe we get free agents, maybe we sign people, maybe we draft. We fill out that issue because that is a terrible issue. Throwing a quarterback into that is god awful.
They got picks and they have money.
And then you take a first round receiver because you traded away to the Jags. His name is Jacoby Myers. You traded away your number 1 receiver to the Jags. So we need a new number 1 receiver because who is it right now?
But you gotta
Let me show you the vision. You don't have a number 1 because you traded away Jacoby Myers.
Right.
So you get that number 1 after you trade back. Maybe you trade back, a couple spots to the Browns. Yeah, maybe the Browns trade up or something.
Hey, bro, we're good.
Shador's the guy of the future.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I agree, but no one else thinks that.
Since when was Tyler Lockett a Raider?
He's been a Raider for a while. He's just sliding after he catches the ball. Like he's not doing anything. So you get your first round receiver, you fill out that O-line. Maybe you take Garrett Nussmeier in the second.
What are we talking about? Are you like clickbait? Or?
No, maybe you take Garrett Nussmeier in the second or third.
You might as well wait next year then for
You
some
need
of
a
the other
quarterback. Who's gonna play?
Geno.
That's why they draft one. Wes.
That's why they draft one.
I think it's a terrible situation to drop a rookie
I
quarterback.
don't think it's
easier
a
to
terrible.
go
No, there's so much more worse situation you could be in as a quarterback.
Well, yeah,
You're a first round pick. You supposed to
Look,
struggle a little bit.
if things go south, just hand it off to Genty.
Genty's not doing well. Genty is doing bad. Genty did not have a good season. We saw with our eyes and saw that he's a talented running back. He didn't have a good season because his offensive line is garbage.
But here's the thing about the Raiders. The Raiders have money.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Raiders have money and they have draft picks. They can rebuild that offensive line this offseason.
Hey, all I'm saying is maybe rock out with Geno for one more year.
You can't find a quarterback, bro. Like, Mendoza isn't the greatest prospect, but it's the best option they're going to have available.
You can definitely find a quarterback.
Because here's the thing.
Garrett Nussmeier?
If the Raiders...
No.
If the Raiders...
We've seen mediocre quarterbacks go far if you have a great team, have we not?
Not as a rookie.
We just saw Sam Darnold win a Super Bowl.
Not as a rookie.
We just saw Drake May run through the AFC. He's terrible.
Thing is though, if you build up your roster,
Come on.
If you build up your roster this offseason, then they're not going to be bad enough to go get a top quarterback.
You don't need a top quarterback. I just said that. You don't need one you don't need Arch Manning. Get John Mateer.
Okay, but even still with Drake May and Sam Darnold, they were high draft picks.
John Mateer is going to be your quarterback of the future.
Sam Darnold and who's the other guy you said?
Drake May.
And Drake May were both high draft
three.
picks.
It took 8 years for Sam Darnold to get there.
It got him. He won a Super Bowl. If it takes me 8 years to win a Super Bowl, I'm gonna wait 8 years.
Yeah,
but that was with a completely different team.
Well, that's
you're not gonna win it.
Not talking about John Mateer. Not
Sam Darnold was with the Jets, then the Panthers, and then he had to go to the Vikings.
I mean, that's fine, but
Seahawks. But we're talking about if you're an organization.
I'm just saying, what does the last few Super Bowl champions look like? Have they been elite quarterbacks or elite rosters?
If
elite
you have
rosters.
the opportunity to get a franchise quarterback.
So I'm trying.
But here's the thing though. Even with those elite rosters, Sam Darnold is still a I'll call him a good quarterback. Jalen Hurts is a very good quarterback.
Oh, you gonna get what
very,
started?
Let's stick with good. Let's stick with good.
So
No, because
I don't say get a terrible quarterback. I'm not saying like try and hope for
I'm saying how
Brock Purdy.
How good is John? I mean, I know you're just saying.
I'm
like,
a John Mateer guy.
I know you're just saying that name, but
Me
I'm
too,
saying like,
Wes.
how good is a guy like John Mateer or Garrett Nussmeier? How good are they really going to
If
be?
you ask a scout, elite. Have you seen the scout rating on Garrett Nussmeier? Garrett Nussmeier is apparently the best quarterback to ever like walk. Have you seen a scout talk about Garrett Nussmeier?
He was projected to go number one.
Yeah, his play in LSU really tanked him. But then after the Senior Bowl, they were back on him. He's like, "Did you see Garrett Nussmeier at the Senior Bowl? He was the Senior Bowl MVP. They were talking about him like he's the best guy to ever touch a football."
Bro, someone is going to reach ridiculously for Garrett Nussmeier, and it's going to.
I don't think you should reach. I said you should take a second, third.
You could do
I
that.
still think that's a reach.
Well,
Garrett
I'm
Nussmeier
saying-
proved this year at LSU that he's a 5th round quarterback.
Well, you get the number 1 overall pick, and then you're the Tennessee Titans picking at 4 and you have the best rookie quarterback, and he's better than Fernando Mendoza. Would you say?
Who, Cam Ward?
Yeah.
What is he? Like,
Well, just answer the question.
absolutely. Like,
Okay,
what
so
do we
he's better, but the Titans still suck because their team is bad. So build a good foundation
But you
for
can
a quarterback
build-
to
the
come
thing is-
into. And
Here's
now
the
you're
thing,
picking at 4 next
The
year.
hardest thing to find is a quarterback.
When's the last time the Raiders had a quarterback? Derek Carr in
Derek Carr.
2019,
2016, they made the playoffs.
Yeah, they need a quarterback, bro. If you trade out of your first round pick, first overall pick, that just don't.
I'm just saying that's how I would approach
The Raiders don't have a luxury to skip out on the number 1 pick. Like
This
the
isn't
Bears did it. The Bears did it because they already had Caleb Williams.
This isn't the 2010s
Then again,
anymore,
it's
bro.
not like it's just like with Mendoza. As much as Mendoza, is he really like?
He's not
not even that crazy to be
prospect.
to be
Right.
giving
Well, I
out
mean,
your one
nah,
first pick.
but
So
it's
like,
his
that's
chance, though.
He's not Peyton Manning coming out of Tennessee,
Exactly.
bro.
He's not
Like,
even that nice
that-
for
I'll just say
he's not
it's
Joe
a
Burrow coming out of
chance,
LSU.
I'll just say with the position that
He's
they're
not Lamar Jackson coming out of Louisville.
Wes, with the position that they're at right now, it's like if they do anything but take Fernando Mendoza, like the fan base, the
Yes.
ownership will have every right to just go ahead and get rid of everybody in the front office. Like,
They've had the right to do
I
that
don't
for a
know.
decade.
I mean, yeah,
No.
and that's correct, but this one's a little bit too obvious. You got a guy who is loved nationally,
Yes,
just coming off of a Heisman Trophy and a national championship on top of an undefeated season.
Yes.
Like, taking anybody but Fernando Mendoza is grounds for firing.
And if you think that they, my bad, but if you think that they weren't pitching to Clint Kubiak to come coach here, hey, we're going to draft Mendoza for you. That's definitely a reason why he's there.
that makes sense.
So I feel like you have to go through with that.
I'm just saying, in the league we're in right now, elite rosters are getting you Super Bowls right now. The Patrick Mahomes carrying people to the Super Bowl, it's a few years back. Brady have thrown together teams to the Super Bowl a few years back. But I see what y'all are saying, and I agree, but
Shout out to the Raiders. We've never talked about y'all this much.
Yeah.
yeah.
Man,
this
Terrell
part
would
went
be
longer
so
than I thought. he would. If you were the Jets, 2nd overall pick, who are you taking?
Assuming
They need a
Mendoza's
bit
off
of
the
everything.
I'll
Like
start.
Jesus.
I'll just take the best football player in
Yeah,
this.
I was
I'll
gonna
go.
say, they need a bit of
I'm
Caleb Downs?
taking
Caleb
Caleb Downs.
Downs.
Yeah.
board. Downs at 2.
Caleb Downs. Okay.
I've been seeing a lot of Arvell. I think that's how you say his name.
Out of
Ohio State.
I mean, the edge rusher is always valuable.
Right.
How do you say his name?
Yeah.
Ohio State fan, by the way.
Yeah, so going off Q point, I do think the edge rusher would be very beneficial. I was thinking of David Bailey out of Texas Tech.
He a dog, bro.
Yeah, it's just they really need. But like you said, the Jets need everything. So,
Jets do
but
need
I would just focus more on specifically again the fact that they had the stat of them being the only team to ever not have the interception. I think that's just a sign telling you go defense. So I would go defense.
I mean, Q, get your pick off. Who would
I
you
was
pick?
saying, like Austin said, take the best football player available, and that's, in my opinion, is Caleb Downs. Again, I don't think you could really go wrong with this pick unless you take a quarterback, because the only quarterback that you could take in this range is off the board. So unless Mendoza's sitting right there at number 2, you just take whoever and you roll with it.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm gonna have to agree with you guys. Caleb Downs is a good pick.
They literally can't go wrong.
Yeah, really though.
Just
They are very bad. It's
I think
crazy
it's safety.
how bad they are.
I do love Caleb Downs, of
And
course,
just
but
because you
safety
said,
at 2 is-
and just because you said they can't go wrong,
They will find a way to go
no,
wrong.
they won't, bro. No, who they signed? Who's their head coach? Oh, they still have Aaron Glenn, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah,
Never
you know he's a defense guy too. The
Not
Jets
what I
have
saw
a
last
lot of
year,
picks, so they have a lot of opportunity to like really stack out their roster. They have 2 picks in the first round, I believe. Yeah, they have number 16 for, that was the one they got from Indy for Sauce.
Yeah, I really think the combine is going to play a big part.
The combine always does, and it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's just a bunch of athletes.
Arizona Cardinals, 3rd overall pick. They have a pretty decent roster, but it always seems to fall apart. Where are we going with the 3rd overall pick?
Go get an offensive lineman, in my opinion. I don't think Paris Johnson really worked out that well when they drafted him a couple years back. So I would go O-line. They can draft anything too, for real.
Yeah, they also,
These teams kind of suck.
Yeah, exactly. They do.
That's why they have the high pick.
I would honestly go, if I was them, I'd be like, what's the point in drafting? Like, are they really going to roll out with Kyler Murray next year?
Didn't they bench him last year?
Jacoby Brissett was the starter for the end of the
Brissett.
So you think Brissett's going to start next year? Or you think they're going to roll out with I think they're still going to roll out with Kyler Murray.
I think they have to.
I think they're going to trade
They
him.
got a new coach.
Trade him where?
I would
Who's
leave
trading for Kyler
Brissett.
Murray?
Yeah, the Dolphins will trade for him. Too.
Jets,
That-
Dolphins.
Yeah, they were saying Kyler Murray into a swap. I don't know why. I don't know what the purpose
Why
of that
would you
is.
swap? You got a terrible contract.
Q, here goes my favorite analogy, bro. Sweet potato, yam. Let's switch them. Like,
Exactly.
like what for? Yeah. If I was them, once again, you draft the best football player on the board, whoever you deem that to be, whether it be Arvell Reese. I'm looking at Spencer Fano is who CBS Sports has the mock to take.
Yeah.
David Bailey, if he's there. If Caleb Downs is available at 3, you got to go Caleb Downs. You got to look at Ruben Bain. Those are the guys you got to look at.
So y'all are comfortable drafting a safety. I love Caleb Downs. Don't get it confused. But y'all are comfortable drafting a safety at 2 or 3.
Look, here's the
How
thing.
old is
Here's the
Buda
thing with
Baker,
safety.
bro? It's like pushing 35. How old is Buda Baker?
I don't know.
35 is crazy.
Yeah, I'm comfortable drafting Caleb Downs.
He's
at 2.
30. My bad.
I
Buda.
agree.
My bad, Buda.
Because here's the thing with safety.
completely agree.
We always overthink safety. Oh, what if we draft them too high? No, look at Kyle Hamilton. Look at Brian Branch. You see these. If they're
Petrie from Texas.
exactly. If they're an amazing safety, draft them. Because overthinking is how Kyle Hamilton gets to the Ravens. Kyle Hamilton had no business getting to the Ravens.
We got him at like 16.
I would
It's
say,
not even that far
Right,
for a
but he should have
safety.
gone top 10.
Well, they were saying he was slow. He ran a 4.7.
I
And
would
then
say,
again, I
He
mean,
ran a 4.7.
He ran a 4.7.
but he's also
So
6'4".
the whole deal was like Jordan Davis ran the same time as him.
But he's 6'4".
Like that's why
as
he
a safety.
dropped. He
Yeah.
dropped because he ran the same time as Jordan Davis.
But he's 6'4".
Do y'all think, because they did
so is
sign
Jordan Davis.
they did sign Mac LaFleur to be their new coach, who was the Rams offensive coordinator. Do y'all think he drafts an offensive guy? Maybe there.
I don't know. I feel like the Rams are good offensively.
They're solid. Jacoby Brissett was making some things happen.
Jacoby Brissett was putting up the
you
most
talking about the
empty
Cardinals?
calories.
Oh, yeah, I'm tripping.
The most empty calories. Bro was throwing for like 300 and losing by 20.
Yeah,
But that still shows that the offense has
Weapons.
Yeah.
the tight end,
They do.
McBride is nice. Marvin Harrison, he needs to step up.
Yeah,
but
Marv does need to
Shout
step
out
up a
to
little bit.
bro, man.
Marv might be.
Marvin's
He
gonna
could be on the
back.
trade.
No, he's back this year.
There's rumors that Marv is on the trade block, but
They gonna trade him, bro.
come
on,
come
bro.
home, bro.
they're gonna trade him. He's gonna go for like.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not smart, bro. I
Come
don't
to
think he's
Cleveland.
that
It's too
bad
early for
either.
that.
Yeah, I don't think he's that
Yeah,
bad to be doing that.
Kyler needs to go. Not Marv.
I do think Kyler's going to start somewhere on a new team.
Call of Duty boy.
I think the Jets could trade for him.
Bro, when they linked his play to double XP weekend, bro, listen, he wouldn't be on my team.
Man,
And I don't think he'll be on the Cardinals.
moving on to college basketball, there is a new number 1 in college basketball, and that is Michigan. For the longest time, it was Arizona, but Arizona just recently suffered two losses, one to Kansas last week and one to Texas Tech. And now the number 1 team in the country is Michigan. So what are our thoughts on that?
I think it's kind of funny on the live show. Just I think it was a week ago from Saturday. We had the same conversation about if Arizona could run the table, and what do? They go out there and they drop the
did have
next
that
2 games.
Yes.
We kind of all thought and saw that, hey, they had a gauntlet ahead of them, and not to just kind of step away from Michigan. Arizona was due to lose games. They played a lot of really tough teams at the beginning of the year in out-of-conference play. The Big 12 is loaded, so I don't think that ever expecting them to run the table should have ever been a realistic thought for any of us. They got 2 really good teams who gave them their best shot. Jacob Toppin played out of his mind in the game that ended in overtime against Texas Tech, and then we all know what Kansas can do as a team. Obviously, they lost to them without Darren Peterson, who's Kansas's best player. But they lost to two really good programs who gave them, like I said earlier, their best shot. So I don't think you can ever be mad at them. They're still a top 5 team in the country. Nothing to worry about. I still think that even if they lose one more game in their conference play out of their next 6 games, they'll still should be good enough to be on somebody's one line in March Madness.
Yeah, I think Arizona will be fine. I think they were bound to drop at least one game. But to talk about Michigan, I was looking at their schedule. They are 24-1, which is very impressive. But looking at their schedule, and their best win is Gonzaga and Michigan State. It's like you compare that to the other teams on the schedule. You compare that to Houston's schedule. You compare that to Duke's schedule. You compare that to UConn or even Kansas down the line. Michigan just doesn't have those same impressive wins as the other teams that they're ahead of. And obviously they're a good team, but it's like, how prepared are they going to be for March?
And what I wanted to ask, ISU just beat Houston, and then Arizona dropped 2. When we were just talking about it, how they were supposed to run the table, they had a tough schedule. Who comes out on top of the Big 12? Who we taking?
Honestly,
top 3 are all, top 4 are all like set to do it. Yeah.
To me, as far as what I'm looking at right now, I'm going to still go ahead and give the edge to Arizona. I think that just as a complete roster, they're the most complete. You got the nice combination of upperclassmen guards, guys like Jaden Bradley, Burries. Then you also got front court pieces who are making everything work, like Krivas and what's the other dude's name? What's the center? Cole Pete, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've got a combination of players who I really like in this age of college basketball, which is the bit of experience, but then you also have your young guys gunning.
Yeah, this is the beauty of the Big 12. Anybody can beat anybody, especially these top teams. It's been a gauntlet. But looking at the remaining schedules, I would say honestly Houston. Their next game is against Arizona, and it's a home game. They do have to play Kansas, but I think they can afford to lose to Kansas. They have a couple games.
We talking about the tournament or the regular season?
Regular season.
Oh,
Houston plays Arizona.
Yeah, who's gonna win the
Kansas.
conference?
Oh, I thought we were talking about the conference tournament. My fault.
No. Same. All of that same stuff applies. But
really, because I feel like it's different to me. I feel like in the way that college basketball tournament works, single elimination, like a team like BYU to me is more dangerous than. Well, I won't go BYU. I would say Kansas is more dangerous to me than Iowa State, who I think is going to finish above them, just because I feel like let's say Darren Peterson's healthy for a full game, he goes for 45. A single elimination, like all he needs to do is do that once. It's not about consistency. I think teams like Arizona and Houston do have the more consistent roster and consistency on the floor that they'll be better over a long period of games. But like one game, Kansas and BYU are just as lethal as both of them, just because they have those top guys who are able to just go out there and get 40.
Yeah, and if we're talking about the tournament, all these teams, the Houston, Arizona, Iowa State, Texas Tech, and Kansas, they're all still trying to get a 1 seed. It might be a long shot for Texas Tech and Kansas to get a 1 seed, but the other 3, they're still in the running for a 1 seed. And again, like you said, if they run into a hot Kansas team and get knocked out, maybe in the second round of this tournament, that could hurt these teams' seeding. And which we know is very important in college basketball. All ties back to the regular season and why the regular season is so important, because you don't want to be that. Honestly, if you end up being the 1 seed, you could end up playing Kansas, who's going to be a 5 seed. So it's just a very dangerous game for all these teams.
Now to wrap this segment up, I actually do want to know who you guys are picking to win that Arizona-Houston game. It's one of the biggest games of the season so far.
I'm going to go Houston, me personally. I feel like they have a little bit more star power, but it's going to be a toss-up regardless.
Austin?
Like I said, I think this is going to be a rough one. Arizona, Houston. I'm going to go with Houston right now. I don't even know if Cole Pete's going to play. I know he's been out recently with I believe it's a foot injury. So I'm going to go Houston right now.
To go off that point, I'm going to go Houston as well, but going off Austin point, I think also like Cole Pete and like just what they got going on right now is just going to affect them for this game. But I do think that Arizona is still the best team in the Big 12.
Q?
I'm going Houston. It's a home game, and in the Big 12, home games mean a lot. We just saw Iowa State last night. Iowa State come back from a good margin against Houston to win at home. They blew the doors off of Kansas at home, and then Kansas beat Arizona without Darren Peterson at home. So these home games mean a lot in the Big 12. So I have Houston because of that.
You know, I'm going to disagree with all you guys. I'm going to take Arizona. I didn't like what I saw at Houston in those last couple of minutes.
They did really choke down the stretch of that game.
That
like
really was just ugly.
They really gave the game away down the stretch of that game.
They scored in the last minute?
Not in the last minute. I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I didn't like that at all.
They had 67 for a good bit.
No, but we're going to keep it in basketball. We're going to move over to the NBA. All-Star Weekend just happened. It's always heavily criticized. It's always like the dunk contest sucks. There's no competition in the All-Star game. The three-point contest is whatever. Was it good this year? I know that
All-Star Saturday was horrible.
Yeah.
I know no one liked the dunk contest. And then
Saturday, the 3-point contest was on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
I like the 3-point contest, bro.
Yeah, but it's just shooting. Like,
I mean, how good can a 3-point contest be?
I'll say this about the 3-point. I will say this about the 3-point contest. I enjoy the fact that the 3-point contest can actually consist of all NBA caliber, all-star caliber.
Yeah.
Like they'll actually do that. They'll go out there and they'll shoot the threes. I definitely think that it would be like I really want to see Steph Curry lace him up for one more.
He said that he's going to come back.
He did say he'll be there next year.
I would love to see Steph Curry. I don't think that they need to keep including the one big man in the 3-point contest.
They do that every year.
Yeah, like since Cat won, I think like they kind of made that a thing that has to happen. Who was it this year? It was Bobby Portis.
Yeah, Bobby Portis.
Yeah, like
it was Bobby Portis.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
It's
the 3-point.
I didn't know it came on in the middle of the day.
No, the timing of everything was so horrible.
And we're gonna get to that when we talk about the All-Star game itself because that was ridiculous too. But yeah, All-Star Saturday's lost its aura, it's lost its feel by not having a lot of All-Stars compete in All-Star festivities. The guy who won, I'm completely sorry, bro. Respect to you, shout out to you, congratulations and everything. But I had never heard of him before. Kashad Johnson.
I'm a Heat fan, and I'm like, that's the DNP.
Yeah, that is the DNP, bro.
That's the I scrolled through the roster. I was like, who's injured? And like, oh, now you suiting up.
That's DNP coach's decision right there, bro.
We gotta be done with the dunk contest.
Yeah, you have to change it. That's where the one-on-one goes. You take out the dunk contest and you put in the one-on-one.
And they asked multiple people at the media day, multiple players, would they be down for one-on-one? And I saw a couple people say they would. So you already got
it. Is some real killers coming back into the NBA. I think we lost it for a little minute, but now you got guys like Ant who really wants to hoop. Wemby likes to hoop for real.
Jaylen Brown was talking a lot too.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown talked about how he loves the one. Yeah, so I mean that's definitely something you can look into. They took away the skills challenge this year, which is something that I really like to watch because of what Wemby and Chris Paul did last year, which is make a mockery of it.
They took away the skills challenge?
Yeah, they replaced it with shooting stars.
I think that's why they did it. It's because Chris Paul and Wemby were making fun of it.
Shout out Chris Paul.
Yeah.
But like the one-on-ones would be cool because did you guys see the women do it in Undisputed, I think? Kelsey Plum
somebody got cooked so bad.
I don't know who did. I know Kelsey Plum did something absolutely disgusting. I don't know if she 11-0'd her, but it was bad.
Yeah, if NBA players can if they're willing to do it, put their egos aside, do the one-on-ones, I mean, the viewing already went up for this All-Star weekend. I think it was a success at the end of the day. We'll talk about the All-Star game, but the one-on-one definitely seems like the next step to kind of bring All-Star weekend back.
Dunk contest, gotta go.
Yeah, no, definitely.
One-on-ones gotta come.
As far as the All-Star game itself, my fault.
How'd y'all choose the players for the 1v1? You think it's just people that wanna, or
I think you gotta start. I think you gotta start with All-Stars, right?
Yeah, you gotta pick out of the All-Star roster.
Even if
it might have somebody like Yoga, he'll be like, bro, we're not trying to watch, bro.
Okay, Willie. To me, you really only need about 5 guys.
Luka would do it, but troll the whole time.
You feel me?
Luka would take a bunch of 36-foot 1-footers.
But to me, all you need is
he'll lose. He don't stand no defense, so
he would lose, but he would play. You can see Luka's offense would be entertaining for a little while.
Yeah, and these players have a lot of pride.
Luka would not try.
Ant is winning that competition. He wouldn't try,
but the shots would be cool because he might make a couple
You got Ant over Curry?
I think Ant would win.
Curry would troll.
Curry would troll.
Yeah. Curry would take 1,040-foot 3-pointer.
I'm talking about. I said Kyrie.
Oh, Kyrie.
Kyrie versus Ant would be.
Are y'all doing like a dribble limit or?
I don't care. I got Kyrie.
I think he'll have to be a dribble limit.
Kyrie wins.
But it's also for the fans too. Because the fans don't want to see triple threat. Fans might not know what triple threat is in 2026. So, but I feel like you would have to.
That brings up an interesting point. People are saying we don't like All-Star Weekend because it's for kids. Like it's not for us. Like it's to see.
That's not true.
It's to see like LeBron dunk, and that's it. Like it's to
You're
see.
not even seeing that anymore, though.
Well, like
to me-
to see Giannis get that wide open lane because no one decided to get back on defense and see him throw it down. Like people are saying it's for kids. And
We were
it's not
supposed to
for
see
us.
John Morant throw lobs to Zion Williamson. That's what we were supposed to see.
Well, Ja's ain't good, and then
Yo, chill out.
Zion's good.
Zion's good.
So
He's not
John
great.
Morant
He's
isn't
alright.
good, but Zion is.
Yes.
Yeah, Zion's great.
I don't know, man.
All right,
Yes.
that's a
I don't know.
conversation that we could have.
Doesn't Ja's 3-point percentage start with a 2?
I'm sure Zion's does too.
I don't think he shoots as many
Does
threes.
Zion's weight still start with the 2?
I think it
Props.
does.
Always gonna start with it too.
I think it does.
Never gonna not start with it too.
Actual
edit that
All-Star
out.
game though.
You're getting a lot of
How did
edits,
y'all
bro.
how did y'all feel about the actual All-Star game, the new format?
Look, I liked it. To be completely honest.
23% from 3. I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's god awful, bro. 23%.
You want to reintroduce that, JB? I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
So moving on from All-Star Saturday, how did y'all feel about the actual All-Star game with the new format, the OGs, the young Americans, and then the world? How'd y'all?
I liked it. I think that it was a good start to getting people back on track. But to be completely honest, I feel like we might be giving too much credit to the format. Obviously the little round robin thing, it worked. You'd seen it work in the Rising Stars game in years before. But I also think that it's just had to do a little bit with the players. Like it looked like Wemby was really out there trying to hoop. Kawhi Leonard was really out there trying to hoop. Anthony Edwards will go out there and try to hoop.
Kawhi.
So yeah, I mean, I think obviously it worked out very well, and I'm happy that it did work out. And if you need to keep it like this until it doesn't work, let's keep doing it. But I also feel like at the same time, it's like we just gotta make sure that the guys that are in the game are hungry. Like Jokic and Luka were still out there doing whatever. LeBron didn't really want to be out there,
Which is fine, though.
it's completely fine. But as long as you have a cool 3 to 6 guys out there who really want to hoop, and
Yeah, I don't think it's
gonna look
bad
good.
that like
Yeah.
some people just want to,
no, and I'm cool with it. It's just the reality of it.
Yeah, as long as some people are trying, it will be okay. I think the other format that they did, 2020, 2021 after Kobe's passing, where they did the set score to honor him, I think that brought a lot of competition out of the players because they're like, Kobe was all of everybody's guy. He's like a player's player. Everyone loves Kobe. So like that's another like just something that gets the players to really want to compete.
I think it should go back to the East versus West, just simply because there were some All-Star selections that didn't make sense in order to fit the format, and I don't want it to become too like gimmicky.
Like who?
Give us an example.
Maybe
De'Aaron Fox made it. Or Norman Powell played for the world team, right? Am I tripping? Norman Powell played for the world team when he was born in California.
No, he's
He's
Jamaican.
Canadian. Oh,
Jamaican.
Are we counting that? He's from California.
That's where he would play nationally. He would play for Team Jamaica. Same like Cat. Cat plays for the Dominican Republic. He's gonna play for the world.
That's true. I guess I get what you're saying, but I think we have enough competition now, enough people who want to play.
I feel like it was nice. But I definitely think that at the fourth quarter or the championship game, whatever you want to call it, the quality of play definitely went down. But I do feel like that's because it was just 2 USA teams left. And I guess that kind of just allowed, especially the old heads, to kind of just coast, being like, okay, we kind of quieted down the conversations that the world is taking over the NBA.
right. That's another thing.
Maybe they could do East.
I think
they could do East versus West versus World. Maybe.
No, there's too many world players on the West.
I think
I mean, not really though. You got Brian, you got Devin Booker, you got Ant, you got Curry.
But I mean,
KD.
but the world players still play in the East and the West, so it's like,
so they can.
So you would have
No, but I'm
an East US.
confused.
You would have a US team from the Eastern Conference. You would have a US team from the Western Conference, and then you'd have a world team.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think that's
Just keep it basic, bro.
The world causes a little bit of beef. Like Ant was really talking about like, oh, like that's not what it is. Like it's still American. Like we still got it type thing. So like I think that causes a little bit of competition.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The main important thing is the pride. Like y'all got to keep it, especially the world thing. Especially I feel like Wemby was trying so hard because Wemby was saying earlier on about the USA is soft compared to the other league he was in. So he's trying to prove like a point, pretty much like this is cake. Like I'm not finna Western name, and then I just really feel like he needs to take a little bit more initiative. LeBron is just really old, bro. He really don't care about anything. You're not gonna make LeBron care about anything.
And we've seen it work in hockey too. I don't know like if y'all really tuned into that, but Canada and the US played in like the final of whatever their All-Star game was, or whatever country versus country cup that they had in hockey. But there were like 4 fights in the first 5 minutes of the match. and it really was like this USA versus Canada thing, and it was politics involved and everything, and it made it to a really competitive All-Star game. And so I think we're getting a little glimpse of what that could be going forward. And I think if they stick with it, if they stick with the USA and World thing, I think it could build up into a thing. So now, okay, World got to get their get back next year.
If they do East versus West, if they decide to bring that back, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about winner gets home court advantage
in the finals.
Do y'all agree? Do y'all like that?
I mean,
no, because that's too. I feel like
a lot of the
it's too
All-Stars,
gimmicky.
Yeah, a lot of the All-Stars not even like they don't make the finals. Like not like.
But they are. Most of them have finals hopes.
But thing is though, if I'm who's a bad team in the West with an All-Star?
The Kings. Oh, with an All-Star.
Giannis on the Bucks. Like they're not making the finals.
Denny Avdia.
Yeah. So let's say Denny Avdia is in an All-Star game. Why would I want to fight for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to have home court?
Yeah, exactly.
I get that.
Or why would I want to fight for Wemby or Jokic to have home court in the finals? Like,
no, that's real. But at the end of the day, the fact that Wemby, Jokic, SGA, out East Brunson, Cat,
Mitchell,
Cade, the fact that those guys are going to be going hard, I feel like that's worth it. Like, at a certain point, it's like, okay, let's say Denny Avdia isn't going hard. Cool. Denny Avdia can sit down. Denny Avdia can watch.
Yeah, no one's waiting on Denny Avdia, but...
Did y'all... Bro, Wemby cooked him, bro. A reporter asked Wemby, like, how was it playing with Denny and what'd you learn and what's, like, his outlook? And he was just like, well, people say he draws a lot of fouls, and he definitely does, so we got to work on that instead of, like, praising him. But
listen, this is bringing us to our favorite part of the show, shout-outs. I want to shout out my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I want to shout out the Playmakers. I want to shout out my family. Yeah, that's it, y'all.
Shout out to Nashville, bro. Shout out to the Playmakers. Didn't think I was coming in here today, but it's always a blessing. Yeah, that's actually all I got too.
Bro, it's been a long day.
Bro, it's been a long
weekend,
long semester. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate doing this. This is a lot of fun. I know we just came from a meeting, so y'all sticking through here is really cool. Shout out to everybody on 90.5, all the shows, all the podcasts. We doing a lot. Make sure y'all tapped in. Yeah. Shout out to Q for that post. I just seen it went up.
Oh yeah,
that was tough, Q.
I was about to watch it.
Yeah, 90.5 the Playmakers on Instagram. I don't know if we can plug that, but
no, we can. Actually, I really want to plug the link in our bio. If you want to interact with us at all, or if you want to give us any feedback, click the link in our bio at 905 The Flavor Sports, or just The Flavor. Please click that.
Okay. Really? Yeah, bro. Shout out the live show on Saturday. Shout out everybody listening. Shout out to the guys in the studio, man. You love to talk ball. Hope you guys. Yeah, that's it.
Shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Shout out to my mother, father, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends. Shout out to the entire state of Mississippi, with the exception of Madison County. And yeah, that's it. No shout out to my favorite teams this week.
Halftime with the Playmakers is produced in the studios of WANM-FM 90.5 in the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication at Florida A&M University.